Dream world again. Has anyone seen the movie The Grudge? If not, this will make no sense, or not that much sense. But for me, The Grudge, the movie, it's about spirits and demon people things. I don't know, scary. Where his little girl, jet black hair, you can only see half of her face, and then when she pulls it back, she has no lower jaw, and she's like doing this like this fucking creepy sound. That's what I think about when I reflect back on my dream the other night, which has been a huge message for me. And for the first time, this is how powerful that dream is in breaking it down. For the first time in, what's 40 minus 13, fucking 27 years, I was excited to go to sleep last night. I spent the last 27 something years scared to sleep, which is why at night I have to take sleep meds and I tend to drink until I can't think. And not sure what it was. I thought it was all, PTSD from the military, but I'm realizing it maybe earlier than that. So the night before last, I stayed in the wiki up near kind of like that home base where we cook and hang out and have fires and all that. And I felt kind of safer there. So when I was going to bed, I was like, all right, motherfucker, bring on the dream. Come on, demon. Come on, trauma. Come on, whatever the hell that dream was about. Let's fucking do this. Because, talking to my new friend Cregan, he's like, dude, that's like you seeing something you're afraid of and addressing it. And I thought about it more and more, subconsciously, when we have trauma, we tuck it away somewhere. Put it in the basement, put it in the attic. And I've learned with my hippy dippy girlfriend that men, especially with our chakras and energies and chi and all that stuff, we tend to be kind of between our head and our heart. Women tend to be more in their like lower chakra, their pelvic floor, and their heart. So it makes sense that men are a little more, I spend more time up here. Meaning I don't store it in the basement, I store it in the attic up here. So reflecting back on that dream, I was like, when I went to reach for this arm, it was coming out of an attic and I was yanking the fucking piss out of this thing. I looked up and it was this like female kind of energy, female something. Maybe it's from that movie, I don't know. Or maybe because I feel like females are weaker in the good natural ways. And I feel generally men tend to be more physically dominant, whether out on the street, which I fucking hope so. If some motherfucker grabs my girl aggressively, I'm sorry, my instinct is to jump in. If some motherfucker grabs me aggressively, I'm gonna jump in. Like, I'm the physical protector. As a man, I have that natural role and I accept it. And if anyone's offended by that, go fuck yourself. So in the attic, maybe the feminine seen female, because that was it's a softer target, more vulnerable, less able to defend themselves. Just like me when I was a 12-year-old little boy, I was essentially kind of like the female in that position because it was one a man and then a boy, weak, vulnerable, unknowing, over trusting, kind of a feminine kind of thing. So maybe there's some psychological, maybe that's why it was a feminine thing, because I finally saw it as not this dominant thing that has a hold of me. It's like, no, motherfucker, I got a hold of you. Get the fuck out of here. And I was trying to yank it out of the fucking attic. I was like, you're getting the fuck out of here. You don't belong here anymore, is what I'm processing as the days go on. I'm making my bed, by the way. Sorting sticks and leaves. So nothing really came to it. So I came and slept. This is where I'm sleeping. This is where I sleep. That's home until 3 days from now. Then home is basically the middle of the woods I've never been in, and they give you a knife and like you got to get a few things done. If you get that done, then we'll give you a little pocket saw or something. But going back to the dream, last night I came here where I felt, I'm in the dreaming shelter where I feel more vulnerable. But I had a good control over it, I was like, no, motherfucker, I got you. I got you, motherfucker. You ain't going nowhere. Come here. And I was like trying to draw it out of the quote unquote attic. And it wouldn't come out. It was actually kind of retreating, It was. I was trying to be like conscious in my dream, but now a lot of it's not just subconscious. A lot of it is being conscious of my subconscious. So I realized that I scared the shit out of it, and it doesn't want to come out. Now it's stored up here, scared, which is fine, progress. But this morning I was kind of coming in and out of sleep, And I was like, no, that's not good enough. So I was really trying to dig in subconsciously in like a half dream state. And eventually what had happened was I got my hands on it. And it was like a female energy kind of, but it was like this all black, slithery demon, no solid figure kind of thing. And I was trying to pull it out, but I felt it was going to get away from me again. So I just like became the most alpha, animalistic version of myself I could be. And I remember having the figure here, like trying to have the head here, hips here. I'm trying to like just pull that motherfucker out, but it was like fucking stuck. So I was like I just shoved my fingers all the way through the flesh and started fucking yanking. And then at some point, I guess it needed to be an alpha, so it got huge. Like I'm talking like 800 feet tall, like something you see in, I don't know, back in the day fighting dragons, like huge dragons. And all of a sudden I was this tiny little thing. And in my head, I'm like, this motherfucker thinks it's got me because it's so much bigger. And I was like, nah, nigga. You know how close I am to your spine? So I just kind of turned my hand in the flesh and grabbed that fucking spine. I was like, come here, bitch. And then it just shrank back to like this petty little thing. And then it gave me a scare. It tried to scare me by doing that like huge fucking oversized mouth. It was just trying to show me how scary it looked. And in my like fuck you state, I was like, oh, you got a big mouth? This is gonna be sexual. Your big mouth, good. I'm gonna fuck you right in the fucking mouth. That's right, I said it. Sorry, Bunny, if you're watching this. Sorry, older folks, but that was my dream. So you can judge me if you want, whatever. And then I was like, turn around. I'm gonna have my way with you. But in my head, I was like, oh, is that healthy? Is that a healthy transition? I'm not sure. So I kind of allowed myself to come out of that, not knowing if I wanted to break it down that deep. And as the day goes on today, looking back at sexual trauma, like, if someone whooped my ass, what do I want to do in return? I'm gonna whoop their ass. So if you sexually traumatize me, this demon in my head, then I'm gonna do it to you. And I do think, I don't know if it's healthy or not, but that's what my subconscious is doing, and it feels very natural. It's just my psychological training, my upbringing, society. No, you never do that. Well, when it's a fucking demon that's fucking with you for 27 goddamn years, I think you do whatever the fuck you want to it. Plus, it's a dream. So tonight, I'm gonna create this dream again. I'm gonna fuck this demon. Get my nice bed made of leaves. That's it. That's it. It's about to start raining. It's gonna be ridiculous. Don't judge me. So this, by the way, is 188 proof moonshine. Not really all that drinkable. But get a bunch of little sticks. Just throw a little sprinkle on there. Get your ferro rod. Throw a little spark to it. And god damn it, look what I just fucking found. Been looking for 2 days. And I just ordered a new one for $60. My fucking poncho. Fuck. Either way. Yeah. This is it. Got a little Bluetooth speaker, a little lantern, listen to some therapy stuff at night. You got some tarps, trash bags. Little tip, have some trash bags in your little backpack. You can store water. It's a fucking container. It's a jacket for waterproofing yourself. You can cut it open, lay it on wet leaves to keep you dry, or to keep just the leaves from just like trickling into you and all that stuff. You don't still get stuck in your beard. But it's gonna be an interesting night, is all I'm saying. And in case anyone else is out there thinking what I just thought, which was, I hope this is okay. I hope no one thinks. I hope. Fuck that. It's my journey. I'm gonna do whatever hell I want. If someone doesn't like it, they can exit my life, or just hit X on the screen, or have a discussion about it. I did have, this is cool, what's the time? Oh, I got a few seconds. I did a video the other day. I was totally naked and doing my little towel bath, whatever, and talking about pedophilia, and if a gay dude tried to hit on me now, I'd be like, dude, get off me. No, I'm not into that. And I'd move on, no big deal. But there was a little misunderstanding between pedophilia and being gay. So I'm not gonna say his name, but it was cool that he reached out very tactfully to kind of gain a clarification on what I meant. I think he seemed a little bothered by his own interpretation, but once we talked it through, it's pretty cool. So thanks for reaching out, dude. Don't be scared. Be yourself. Just be yourself, baby. Life's too short.